You've never plucked a string or fancy yourself another Jimi Hendrix. Guitars are an undeniably important part of our lives, and a unique museum up in Chattanooga traces the story of how the electric guitar changed popular music forever. Good Day Atlanta's Paul Milliken paid a visit to Songbirds Guitar Museum, located in a building with a lot of history.
Pardon me, boy, is that the Chattanooga choo-choo?
When it opened in the early 1900s, this was the largest train station in Chattanooga. Terminal Station served passengers through 1970, and little could they have ever guessed that the wood and steel of the railroad would one day be replaced by a different kind of wood and steel.
The amount of flame in the wood, which is actually a disease in the wood that causes that to happen, is actually very desirable. And the more flame, the more value.
Welcome to Songbirds Guitar Museum, a one-of-a-kind collection tracing the evolution of the electric guitar, from Leo Fender's first lap steels.
That's a very early Fender lap steel with an original Fender Woody amp made in 1946.
To the vivid rainbow of 1960s Telecasters.
It wasn't until the invention of color TV when the color wars really started. And Fender, starting in 1960, offered 14 standard colors that you could order for a 5% upcharge. All of these paints are automotive, Duco, DuPont automotive paints. And as car color trends changed, so did guitars.
So it was really, they were made colorful for the camera, so that when you appeared on color TV performing with your band, it was going to pop.
Absolutely. Yeah. Or if you were, Billy and the Blue Caps, you could all play matching blue guitars.
Yeah. Curator David Davidson says it took decades to build this 2,000 instrument collection.
I've never met one I didn't like.
So massive, the old luggage hold can only house a few hundred at a time.
So this guitar is a virtually unplayed, brand new 1954 Stratocaster.
Wow. But the story it tells is pretty massive too, because when Leo Fender jump-started the electric guitar as we know it, he essentially gave life to the rock star.
And he took that guitar player from the back of the orchestra, he moved him to the front, he put him in front of a microphone, he created Elvis Presley, he created Buddy Holly, he created Dick Dale and the whole surf rock movement.
In other words, the soundtrack of our lives. So maybe it's not that strange for a guitar museum to take over an old railroad luggage hold. After all, as Terminal Station, this building set people on a journey. And as Songbirds, it still does the same thing.
Songbirds is rock and roll history.
In Chattanooga, Paul Milliken, Good Day Atlanta.
Songbirds Guitar Museum is located at 35 Station Street in Chattanooga. General admission tickets are about $16 at the door. There's a discount, though, if you buy your tickets in advance online. Children younger than 12 get in free. Well, hundreds of